Hey everyone, what's happening? It's Mike from the Hardcover Comic. Today we're talking about a Marvel Omnibus, things I don't and won't be purchasing often anymore. Earth X Trilogy. Sorry, this is the Alpha Omnibus. Omegas will be coming out, I think, sometime in like March. I don't remember the last Marvel Omnibus I bought, but I mean, has their production just gone down? This one feels kind of cheap. The dust jacket's like very thin. Um, we'll get into the actual hardcover itself in a bit, but anyway, here's what it collects, guys. Earth X 0 through 12, the half issue, X issue, epilogue. You get the sketchbook, started it all, Universe X, and then a whole bunch of other things, I guess. But yeah, so this is a series that actually, let's get the dust jacket off. Of course, there's some awesome Alex Ross artwork all over the thing. Um, Little synopsis there. Let's get the dust jacket off and dive in. So, underneath, some more awesome Alex Ross artwork. For those of you that don't know, this series is basically, it started off as an idea in Wizard. I forget what number it was, like number 70 something. But basically, yeah. Basically, Alex Ross had sort of come up with these ideas for how what he thinks would happen in the Marvel universe after X amount of years. I forget how many. And anyway, he sort of came up with this artwork, and yeah, so that sort of kicked off the idea for the series, the mini series, Earth X, written by Jim Kruger. Artwork by John Paul Leon, and I think who was a Doug Brathwaite as well. But once again, we'll take a look at the table of contents. But yeah, anyway, back to yeah. So essentially, it's a story that really explores the idea of the future of the Marvel universe. Um, as characters get older, it basically involves the whole universe, and each issue does sort of dive into the origin of one of the main heroes we all know, be it Cap or Iron Man, whoever it may be. But yeah, it's a very interesting book. I know I've read Earth X at least. I haven't read Universe X or Paradise X, which we'll be getting in the next volume, and I really enjoyed it. The plot is there's not terribly much there, but it's a great exploration of characters and concepts, and some of these things actually have happened in the Marvel universe. A few that I can name off the top of my head is the female Thor. Um, and that's about it that I can mention off the top of my head. But yeah, I'll just keep flipping through this thing for now. I'm a big fan of the artwork. John Paul Leon, Doug Brathwaite, can't go wrong with either one of those gentlemen, in my opinion. It's a very grandiose story. There's you got your, I believe that's the female Thor there. Um, you do see some villains. Obviously, you see a bunch of heroes. You do see the return of the Red Skull after his going away. Got some X-Men action. All right, well, I'm gonna sort of jump to the binding here. And sort of get to the middle as much as I can. All right, let's take a look. Now, the spine is honestly quite flimsy. That's why it bent at the top there when I was breaking the spine in. It basically folded in with the ribbon itself. So the spine was sort of looking like this as well. Watch out for that. Guess it all depends on how you open this sucker. But yeah, this book, one thing I do remember is a fairly big love letter to Jack Kirby. It's primarily Jack Kirby's characters that are used in this or are emphasized in this and played somewhat significant role. It's a big book. I think it's around 1,300 pages, if I'm not mistaken. But let's jump to the bonus content here. All right. So a good solid bit of it. Here we go. So you get basically little bit of synopsis on all the characters. Don't want to give too much away. Wow, a lot. This is awesome. But yeah, you can see how obviously it is a certain amount of years in the future, and you know, some characters have let themselves go, some have gotten better. It's just how it is. Universe X behind the scenes. And yeah, let's see what's in the back here. Just some beautiful Alex Ross artwork. And yeah, guys, that about wraps it up. I obviously didn't want to flip through the entire book. It is a big, big book. And it's a fun exploration of what could possibly happen with the Marvel Universe, which is always fun. You know, it's always fun to explore those ideas and sort of relate them to, you know, things that may be happening in our world, things that may have happened in the Marvel world at this point in actual continuity, and comics in general, hey. But thanks for tuning in, guys. This is Mike from the Hardcover Comic. Pick this up if you're into the idea of, you know, an Elseworldish story, exploration of ideas. Until next time, as always, you stay classy, Internet.